Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, I thought we'd just do another good old-fashioned chit chat get ready with me, where I tell you guys about my entire girls weekend at Disney and just put on makeup and hang out with my friends. So if you guys want to see how I got this look and whatnot and hear all about my weekend, well then definitely keep on watching. Hi. So today, honestly, I just want a good old-fashioned chit chat get ready with me. I had so much fun last week filming my chit chat get ready with me when I talked to you guys about my Taylor Swift concert, and I just realized sometimes how fun it is just to sit back, relax, and just play with makeup and hang out with my friends. So guys, this has been a crazy freaking weekend. So for a while, guys, I actually had this past weekend planned. So this past weekend, it's been scheduled for a while, where my beautiful friend Paige Corin and Kristen Owens both have channels. You guys should go follow them if you guys haven't already. Came down for a girls trip. So we were gonna do like a Disney girls trip. We were actually gonna have another friend, but she wasn't able to make it down. So the whole thing got changed early on, but they came and stayed with me at my house, and we were going to go to Epcot and then Animal Kingdom. And I was so excited because we had this plan for quite some time. So I get deep cleaning on a Thursday and Friday. My husband and I cleaned the entire house. I washed all the sheets, got everything ready for them, got towels and whatnot. And it was great because they came early Saturday afternoon or early Saturday morning, and we went to Epcot, and I was so excited because I was actually able to snag Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I was able to snag Guardians of the Galaxy ride virtual queue for us to do, and I was so excited because, you know, it's not always the easiest to get passes for that. But what I did not expect, though, was to get passes so early. So we were actually group 13. So our number was technically called before the park even opened. The park opened at 9 o'clock on Saturday. And our number actually got called at 8:45. It said, please arrive at the ride. We're like, my park's not even open yet. And they weren't even here yet. They were still, I want to say, about a good hour away. So I knew that like you had about an hour to get to the ride. Otherwise, technically, they don't have to let you in it. But they actually got held up because I-4 had some accidents that actually got held up. So we ended up arriving to the ride at like 10:36. Now, when we got there, the guy was like, you know, we can let you do this. I don't know how long we'll be doing this for, but just so you know, you can't pull this stunt over at the Tron ride in Magic Kingdom. You can only do it here for so long. And I was like, dude, like, you're taking your job way too freaking seriously. Secondly, we understand. Like, we told you that it was a complete accident. Like, we were group 13 first off, and we were only 45 minutes late technically than what we should have been. But the guy just would not like let it go that we were late and that this would never happen at Tron. And I just so badly wanted to be like, dude, this isn't Tron. Tron's at Magic Kingdom. We're at Epcot. Relax. I'm just trying to use pencil today, so I don't know if it's going to come out nice. But anyway, so we just wanted to have a good time, take them on the ride because they have never been on the ride before. And I was so excited because, like I said, it's their first time. I know I've done the Guardians ride so many times, but it was so cool to like see Kristen's reaction. Paige wasn't able to do it because she ended up getting a really bad headache, so she wasn't able to do the ride. So Corey sat out there with her and like got her some food and some like Coke to like help with the headache, which really, really did end up helping her out. I'm so glad that he was able to do that. But I was really excited to take Kristen on the ride for the first time, and she thoroughly enjoyed it. To see like the kind of like the magic unfold for her was really cool to watch that, because like I knew what to expect, but like she didn't. So I really enjoyed that. So we did the ride. She had such a great time. She tried to film it. I don't know how much video footage she actually was able to get, but it was so cool, so fun. And then after we did that, we started to walk around to the World Showcase and started just to walk around. We got some drinks, and we started realizing like how incredibly hot it was. Like, I mean, it was so hot this past weekend at Disney, and I was like, I don't know what is going on, but it wasn't the funnest to like walk around because it was so hot. So we actually ended up leaving Epcot, and when we came back to my place, and we actually went to the pool. Well, first we had to go to Target because Paige didn't have a swimsuit, so we had to get her a swimsuit. And so we went to Target, we had fun there, and then when we got back, we went to the pool. and it was really nice. It was actually really nice and chill. We kind of hung out there for several hours, and then after we got done with the pool, we were craving sushi, so we went to my favorite place I go to, Teresa and Alex, which is like a revolving sushi place. And so we went there, and when we got there though, like they put it, instead of putting us at a table, they put us at like this bar top, so we were just sitting like three sideways, and I didn't mind it at all, but it was like we had to keep leaning over to talk to each other. But I was really kind of laughing because the guy next to me sat down, and he got like his water, and he completely spilled the water everywhere. I mean, I had to pull my bag out of the way, and he was like, "I'm so sorry." I didn't care, but I was like, "Oh my God, that always happens to me." And for the first time ever, that was not me, because like 2 or 3 weeks ago we went to First Watch and I met up with one of our friends. Oh my God, I freaking spilled the water everywhere. I mean, like, it got everywhere, and our friend was like, "I'm so embarrassed to be seen with you." He was telling everybody, "This is her, it's not me." So for once it didn't happen to me. So we went and had sushi. It was great. We came back and we went to the store, we got snacks and whatnot. And then we just went back home and we just started playing board games all night. And it was actually so much fun to play board games. I miss a good game night. We used to do that all the time when they would come down and play board games. And I just realized that Corey and I don't do that often. And I think the reason why we don't, I have like a freaking pimple right here. So it's making like freaking hard to do brows. But I realized that we really don't play board games that often anymore. And I think it's just because like, I feel like it's kind of boring if it's just me and him, but I like having game nights with people. I find it so freaking fun. Okay, so I will say this pimple right here makes it hard to like do brows, but I'm gonna I'll show you guys what I'm using, but honestly, I'm just gonna like, I'll link everything like in the description. But after we were playing board games, we're probably playing board games until like, I want to say 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We played Chameleon, we played Cards Against Humanity. I think these are actually the only two games we played, because we were playing Chameleon for quite some time, which is a really, really, really fun game. I highly suggest you guys try it out if you guys have not. It's so freaking fun. But we ended up doing that, and then we were so tired. We're like, okay, let's go to bed. But I had to warn them, because ever since Jace passed away, our cat Callie, I don't want to say she's been a little different, but like, she's been a little different. You know what I mean? So she never has, in like the 14 years I've had her, has never made like a noise. She doesn't whine, she doesn't cry, she just generally doesn't really do anything except be the sweetest cat, loves cuddles, loves kisses, and loves to eat. Okay, that's pretty much what she does. But ever since Jace passed away, every night, now I showed my Patreon members this. When I was on Zoom chat one day with them, I actually showed them like how loud she can get. She howls on top of her lungs, and it literally started the day that Jace passed away. And I thought, okay, she's a grieving cat. I understand. And don't get me wrong, I miss Jace. I really do. I miss my buddy. But it's been months now, and she's still every night, multiple times a night, just screams her head off. I'm gonna go into the shade. Oh, y'all already know. Anyway, so she just screams her head off, and it could just get really, 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 I hate saying the word annoying, but it just gets annoying because we're just trying to sleep. And she is just meowing so loudly throughout the house. And so I had to warn them, like, hey, there's a very good chance you're going to see her cry. Now, she's gotten a little better. We leave our door open so that she can come in and out of the room if she pleases. We used to just take her in our room and shut the door when this first started, because we're like, okay, this is going to help. But then she started scratching up her carpet like crazy and whining to get out because she want to go eat. She want to go use the bathroom. So I was like, okay, well, obviously we can't keep her trapped in here because she's not like a dog. Like, you know what I mean? She's not like a dog. We have to like let her out because eventually she will have to like use the bathroom, have to eat, whatever. So like the biggest solution that we could do is just leave our door cracked for her so she can come in and out. And like we put her cat bed in there, everything to get her set up for success. And she doesn't want it. Like, she doesn't want it. Like, literally, she comes in now. She comes in the middle of the night and she scratches up our carpet because it wakes us up. And now we have a hole in our carpet. And I'm like, thanks a lot. And she just wanders the hallways, just meow, meow. And I'm just like, oh my God, I want to sleep. Shut up. So it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I warned them there's a chance she might do it. And I'm not even joking. Literally the first night that they were here, what did Callie do? And I heard her several times that night wake us up. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. Now before, Jace would cry, but he would cry like when we first went to bed, but it wasn't like an ear-shattering cry. It was just like a normal like cat cry or whatever. And so it was fine, but this is pretty loud. So the next morning we all woke up. I was like, by any chance, did you guys hear Callie last night? And they were like, yes. I'm so sorry. They're like, no, it's okay. We slept just fine. I was like, I felt so bad because literally she was not quiet about it. She wanted to let you guys know that she was awake and you guys need to be awake with her. So there was that. But we got up Sunday morning and we put on like just like Taylor Swift music because I have still been watching her Eras tour. Even though I went to the physical tour myself, I'm still watching the tour because I want to see what her surprise songs are each night. So we watched that and we were just sharing like stories about different concerts and whatnot. Corey went and got his coffee. And then we decided to go to Animal Kingdom, but we wanted to like get up and about first. We didn't have to like rush to get there. And I'm kind of like really glad that when we went, it was actually pretty dead. Like we were surprised that there wasn't like a lot of people. I think like the safari ride was like a 15-minute wait. And we're like, oh my gosh, like that is not bad at all. Now, earlier that week, my beautiful friend, I'm sure you guys have heard of her. Her name is Batty Bean. She actually reached out and said that she was going to be at Epcot on Sunday. Wanted to know if I wanted to meet her, but I already told her about my plan. So I told her to meet up with Heather because I was going to meet up with Heather yesterday. So I'm so glad I got to meet up. I'm so excited. But yeah, so we went to Animal Kingdom. We went and had lunch. We rode the safari ride. And then what was really cool is that I never really get to do the Gorilla Falls trek. I always do the Asia trek over in Asia, and that's usually because my best friend, her boys love seeing like the tigers and the Komodo dragons and the bats. They like seeing that stuff, but I always forget about Gorilla Falls, where you could actually see the silverback gorillas, you could see chimpanzees, you could see zebras, meerkats, and it's like so freaking cool. So we actually went there, and I wasn't sure if we were going to see any of the chimps or the silverbacks, because sometimes they're out, sometimes they're not. It just like really kind of depends. I'm going to go into like these shades right here and kind of like mix them up. So sometimes it just like really kind of depends, right? But we were happened to win, and when we went inside, we were so lucky because the chimp area didn't have any chimps in it, but the silverback area did, and they were just like sitting there with their back turned. But then there was one that got pretty active and was like trying to tear down bamboo. And silverback gorillas are Paige's absolute favorite animal, so she was so excited to see them. I was so excited that she got to see them because I unfortunately promised her that she would see them. That's something I should never promise because you just can't guarantee it. But she got to see them, which I was really excited. So I filmed the whole thing. I vlogged this whole trip, by the way. So I was really excited for her to be able to see the silverback and whatnot because they were so freaking cute. And then we happened to turn around. We saw some of the chimps with a little baby. We were so excited. And then when we went on the safari ride, we got to see little Stella, the little baby elephant, who I think is like 5 years old now. It was just really cool. It was just a really, really cool experience for them to see that. And then we went and we just walked around, looked at all the animals. We went into the Asia Trek, got to see the Komodo dragon and the bats, and we got to see the tigers were not out, but we got to see some birds and stuff, which I thought was really nice for them to see. I love seeing meerkats. I think meerkats are the freaking cutest. So we did all that, and then we ended up staying pretty much until close that day, which I was really surprised because I never closed down Animal Kingdom ever. I mean, I used to back in the past, right? I used to close it down because that was my job, but I never close it down as a guest anymore because I'm only ever there for a couple hours before I end up bouncing out. But we ended up staying up until the very end, and then they had to go back to Jacksonville. And then yesterday we went back to Animal Kingdom because I got to meet the beautiful Heather Austin. I got to meet her and her family, and I was so excited. Like I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. Sorry, I just wanted to finish the other off camera. So anyway, yesterday I went to go meet up with Heather Austin and her family, and I'm not gonna lie, I was so freaking nervous. And I think the reason being is that like, I don't know, I don't really meet that many YouTubers, I guess. And it's weird because, like, it's not that I don't count Paige and Teresa, but, like, to me, they're generally, like, just my friends. You know, like, I've known Teresa long before she was Teresa's dad. And then Paige, I did meet because of YouTube, but I've been friends with her for so long that, like, I don't even, like, count her anymore. So I was really, really nervous to meet her. So they were over in Pandora, and we went over to Africa. We went inside of the Dawa bar. And we were just waiting there, and I was like literally getting like so nervous. I was getting so nervous, and Corey happened to spot Heather before I did. And he's like, oh my gosh, there's Heather. And I look over, and she's running to me like, ah! And I was like, oh my God. And first off, she is so freaking gorgeous in person. I was like, your skin is flawless. Like, I know that she has talked about her large pores and oily skin, and I was like, I'm sorry. Aware, because her skin was freaking flawless. I'm over here with like my large pores coming through, and she's over here with like perfection skin, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I knew it. I should have worn makeup, and I did. I'm glad I did wear makeup, but she was just absolutely beautiful. She's also taller than I expected, and I'm sure to her I was a lot shorter than she expected, because for some reason I get so many of you guys always telling me that you guys think that like I'm tall or like taller than like what I am, until you guys like see photos that I post on Instagram, like next to my husband. My husband is 6'4". I'm 5'1". So I'm really short, right? But like there's so many of you guys that tell me that you guys think I'm so tall, and then you guys see photos of me and it's like your illusion of me is shattered or something, right? So I don't know. I don't know why. I did not expect her to be tall, but she was tall. She is absolutely beautiful and just as sweet as can be. Like, she really is so sweet. I was so happy to meet her husband and her beautiful son, and it was just so cool. We sat there and talked for a while, and then I took them through the jungle trek, and then we went and ate at our favorite restaurant, and we just really had a good time, like, getting to know each other. But like I said, I was so nervous because I don't know, you never really know what to expect. And granted, we have been talking for a while, like leading up to that moment, but yeah, I was so nervous. And let me tell you, she's exactly in person how she's online, but like 10 times better. She's really, really, really sweet and very gorgeous. I mean, like, very gorgeous. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I look like a toad standing next to her. Like little short stubby toad, and I'm just like, oh. But yeah, it was so much fun, and it just made me realize that like I needed to like do stuff like this more often, like meet up with like people in my community, because at the end of the day, like, there's something comforting about knowing, something comforting about having somebody in your life who just kind of understands like what you do, who like can understand that, like, you know, we try so hard to not let any negative comments affect us. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're freaking human. Like, for me, I shared this video on my platform. It's a YouTube short, so it's not like anything big, but it's me trying out the Glow Recipe Strawberry Dewdrops for the first time. And I talked about how my pores, you know, did not get minimized when using that product, because they didn't. They spoke for themselves, and I have been using that product every single day. However, it does nothing for my pores, and that's okay. But the amount of comments that I've been getting is saying like, ooh, girl, your pores are so nasty. Ooh, girl, you need to try like derma blending. Ooh, girl, you need to go get like laser something on your face to help close those pores. Or, ooh, girls, like, you have crater. Like, you know, eventually it gets to you. Have I been deleting comments off that? I have, because, well, I don't care to have negativity on my channel. But it's just like a reminder sometimes of the flaws that you have. And, you know, we all have flaws. Like, we're not perfect, and that's okay. But it's nice to have somebody who just like kind of understands what it's like, because you could say to your blue in the face, well, just ignore it, look at all the positive, right? But it's the negative that's the loudest, right? So it's just so nice to just be friends with people who just understand what it is that you're doing, and just the frustration of it sometimes, and how it can just really get to you. But they could also understand the beautiful side of it too. And it was really cool to like have conversations with her in person, and just to kind of get to know her as Heather, not like Heather Austin you guys see on YouTube, but just get to know her as Heather. And it was just really cool. It was really nice to like share her stories. I got to show her where I worked, and I just really, really enjoyed meeting her. And I was like, I really want to do this more. Like, I really want to meet more people in my field, because that's kind of like, you know, I created YouTube a long time ago to like show the truth in beauty, but I also created it too because I wanted friends, and you guys have become my friends. You guys have become my escape from reality at times, and it's just, I don't know, it was very, very comforting, and I just really enjoyed meeting her, and it was just really cool. So I definitely would like to meet more people. I'm hoping to meet up with Betty very soon, and it was just really, really cool. She was super sweet. I did vlog a little bit of me and her together, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't really vlog much because I generally was just trying to get to know her for her, and not like do like YouTube stuff together. So it was actually really cool, very freaking cool. And we ended up leaving them because they have fast passes to go do Flight of Passage. And right when we left, it started to downpour rain, so we got home like right in the nick of time. But this whole time that this was happening, by the way, this whole weekend this was happening, my best friend, you guys have heard me talk about best friend for so long. She was actually having some health issues. She ended up actually having to have an emergency gallbladder removal yesterday. She was admitted in the hospital on Friday, and I was kind of upset because I have always been there for her. We've been best friends now for, oh God, I don't know, like 8 or 9 years, if not longer. And I have always been there for her. So this is the first time that like I wasn't able to go to the hospital for her. And I felt so bad. I kept apologizing, but like I had these plans set in stone for so long, and I couldn't just be like, hey guys, I have to cancel or I have to leave you when it's like a girls trip. Because my best friend, and Alyssa was so sweet. She was so understanding. But let me tell you, I felt so freaking bad. I felt so bad. So she's doing okay. She's home, but it was just very sad for me. So I was dealing with that on top of it, because the whole time I was with them, I just was checking on her to make sure that she was okay. But overall, it was a really, really, really fun weekend. Definitely something I'd love to do again, where I can like meet up with like more friends and just have like a nice Disney time. And some of you guys were telling me in my DMs, you guys saw me post pictures that you guys were saying, oh my God, I was just there. I would have loved to have seen you. If you guys ever see me at the Disney parks, please come say hi. Ooh, just swallowed powder. Please come say hi. I would absolutely freaking love that. So don't ever, if you ever see me in public and you want to say hi, please do. I'd be so excited to meet you. I'd be really nervous, but I'd be so excited. But it's so funny because while we did this trip, I realized one thing about myself. Also, my nose and forehead were severely burned because I didn't realize that when I was standing in the sun on Saturday that I should have put sunblock on my face, so I didn't. And oh, did I feel it. And my shoulders, I don't know if you guys could still tell, but like, I don't know if you guys can see, but my shoulders, it's not showing on my camera. My shoulders and my back got really burned this past week. Oh, I realized about myself that like doing a parks back to back, like 3 days in a row, I didn't realize how exhausting can be. So I woke up this morning just utterly exhausted, going, I don't want to do anything. But I wanted to sit down and film with you guys. So I'm sorry this video is not as like fun, not as exciting. It's just more of a chilled, laid back, just chit chat, get right with me, because I just want to like hang out with my friends without having to like review makeup or be like, whoa, all over the place. I'm just in a very just like calm, chill mood. So I do apologize if it's boring. I'm sorry. I don't want it to be boring. I feel bad if it is. That was my weekend, so I'm sorry if I wasn't as active on like, ugh, I hate when my lips do that. It's so gross. I don't know why they do that. So that's why I was not as active this past week on social media. So I do apologize. But it's just because I was having a lot of fun. It's why I also didn't post yesterday, because I was just so exhausted after hanging out at the parks all weekend. And plus I was doing like really deep cleaning. I'm going to kind of mix some shades. I'm going to mix raw, squeeze, pulp, plump, and I might just kind of mix these four shades, like do like a really pretty blush today. It's just because I was just so exhausted. That's why I didn't really post anything yesterday, because I was just really, really exhausted. But I just want to let you guys know, if you guys really did enjoy my live streaming back in the day, I'm actually going to be live streaming. I should be live streaming hopefully this weekend, the new Star Wars game. And I'm really, really excited because I really love the first Star Wars game. And I really want to show off the new stuff that like Razer sent me, because I always go in so heavy. Razer was so kind enough to send me a new headphones. And now I get to like switch between like a bunny, kitten, and a bear. I think I'm gonna be bear because the bear ones are really freaking cute. But I'm really excited to kind of show that, and the new Steam Deck that they sent me, and the new Stream X controller. I still think it's like really cool that like Razer gaming company had reached out to someone like me who is pretty much primarily in the beauty space. But like you guys know, I love gaming, and I love showing you guys like gaming and being a part of that community as well, because I just really do have a passion for gaming. I want to show you guys like other sides of myself. And if you guys never want to watch it, like I completely understand. You guys are here for makeup, but it's always fun for me because it's a way that I get to like hang out with you guys for hours and just play video games and show you guys another side of myself, another passion. And you guys seem to be pretty receptive of it. I've gotten a lot of questions if I'm bringing back the Sims series. I definitely intend to. I just got so busy with, at that time, like Vlogoween and Christmas and that type of stuff. So it's why I haven't been able to play Sims in so long. But I definitely intend to bring it back. I really do. Because I actually miss playing Sims. I want to kind of like start over. Like I have mine and Corey characters, but I kind of just like want to like start over and see what type of storyline I can create for ourselves. Maybe it'll be something a little different. Maybe I'll give like my characters more more control so they can kind of decide what they want to do. If they want to like have kids, or if they want to follow the same career path I'm doing now, or do like a different career path. Like I wish there was like a zoology section because I really love animals. I don't know, maybe there is like a zoology section because I'd love to like show that in the game as well, and kind of give more creative control to my characters. Or if we stay together, or is there drama? Like I love adding drama into my characters. It's sad, but it just is so fascinating to me. Maybe sometime we can stream that together. That'd be kind of cool. I'd have to just turn off certain settings because I do have Wicked Whims on. I don't need you guys to see my characters getting butt naked because I don't want to get in trouble. Like I said, I apologize that this video is just a little boring. I don't know, I just really wanted a chill, relaxed time, just putting on makeup, hanging out with my friends, and just as if I just wanted to be like as if I was sitting on a phone call. And it sounds so conceited because it's just like a one-sided phone call right now. I'm like not letting you have any time to like speak for yourself. But I just wanted to like kind of like update you. This is what I would be telling my friends if I was talking to my phone right now, like, oh, this is what I did this weekend. So I feel like that's just what I want to do with you guys, is just say, hey, this is what I did, and I want to know how you guys' weekend was. I'm sure I missed out on things, but like I said, I did vlog as much as I could, but I feel like I suck at vlogging when it comes to like my friends being there. I don't know why. I just suck at it. I think it's because I get so distracted and I just am like talking the whole time. So by the time I do realize that I should probably be vlogging this, it's like 5 minutes worth of content because I'm just like, oh, we're doing this. And then that's pretty much it. Like, I hate that I do that. I'm making it a point to be better because I really would like to see our Florida Life channel kind of grow and get bigger than what it is. And Corey is going to be done with school this week. He'll be graduating, but then he goes to his bachelor's in the fall. But the point is, like, he'll have more time to like edit our vlog stuff. Right now it's just me, so I want to get better at it. I'm pretty good when it's just me and him because like we're doing it like, okay, we're doing this, we're gonna be vlogging. But when I'm with my friends, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna vlog, are you okay with that? They're like, yeah, absolutely. And then it sucks because I suck at it because I'm just so distracted just hanging out with them and talking and being like, oh my god, I have someone to talk to besides my husband at times. Because it's I tell people all the time, they can get really, really lonely doing this job. I mean, like, for 11 years, I came from a world for 11 years where I served thousands of guests each day, and to no longer have that interaction, even though it's been over 3 years, it's still such an adjustment because it was so ingrained in me since I was 18 to be around a lot of people. So to work from home, as much as I love it, it can definitely just get lonely at times. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my setting spray. Ta-da! This is the makeup look, something that's super easy, something that's really pretty that you could wear anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out. Like I said, I'll link everything I'm wearing my face down below for you guys, but this is the final look. Alright guys, this is the final look. So what do we think? I really hope you guys enjoyed this style video where I just kind of sit back, relax, and just hang out with you guys and maybe tell you guys my weekend, tell you guys any stories that may have happened to me over the weekend. I really loved my Get Ready With Me with my Taylor Swift concert. And this video I definitely feel like just more of just a chill, vibey video where you could just relax, maybe put me on in the background while you're cooking, cleaning, whatever you're doing. Just kind of hanging out with me because I just wanted to hang out with my friends and tell you guys about my weekend. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I really kind of like doing Get Ready With Me's. I know they're not the most popular videos to do, but it's just a way that for me to like continue to play the makeup that I already have without being like, you need to do this, you need to go buy this, reviewing everything in the world. It's just a way to use everything that I already have, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about this series down below. But yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful, amazing Spectrum members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye.